Timing is everything, Steve. Brandon Nimmo leads off in the home fourth inning and nearly got hit by a first pitch changeup, ball one. You okay down there, Steve?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I just kept restarting. That was my third time trying to do that read.
Like you rebooted. 2-0 to Nimmo, who hit a ground ball to second base his first time up. Reds got just the one run in the sixth, so the Braves and Reds go 1-1 to the seventh in Cincinnati. 2-0 from Hers, and he throws a fastball by Nimmo upstairs, 2-1. Hers struck out the side in the third inning. First time he's done that this season in his rookie year. 10 strikeouts against the Mets last time he faced them. And that slider missed low and in. He's behind on Nimmo 3-1. Hers has walked one, struck out 4. Nimmo, Alonso, and Taylor for the Mets. Looks to be part of that conversation. Anaya, Winker, Martinez. Jesse's always in the middle of it. 3-1 coming. Up and in, and Nimmo is aboard. So the Mets get the leadoff man on for the first time. That's 77 walks for Nimmo, third in the National League. Behind Ohtani and Schwarber.
And that's a case where you're 3-1 and a young pitcher overthrowing. Wanted the ball away and almost hit Brandon in the coconut.
Third. Nimmo's aboard. Now Alonso, who lined out to left his first time. He is swinging the bat a lot better these last few days. With a 113-mile-an-hour line drive his first time up that was caught. His home run yesterday was his 28th against the Nationals, more than he has against any team. He swings it. This is a good changeup, and it's 0-2.
Interesting that Pete is first at bat, Gary. The first pitch he saw hit the bullet to left field, a fastball, and then took a fastball this at bat, and then went after a changeup. Long hold.
Pitch clock to his advantage, and he misses up and in. In Cincinnati, Marcell Ozuna has just driven in a run, and the Braves have gone in front of the Reds 2-1 in the seventh, and that is significant because Ozuna had gone 19 straight games without driving in a run. That's pulled into the left field for a base hit by Alonso. Nimmo to second. He'll stop there as Wood gets to it. So Pete Alonso with another line drive, and the Mets have their second hit, and they've got the first two men on in the fourth.
Good pitch, not a bad pitch. A changeup away. Look at Pete go out with one hand. Tyrone Taylor does that a lot. That is good hitting right there. Pitcher makes a good pitch. He could have got it down just a hair more, but he got it on the outside corner. Boy, you just got to tip your hat there. That's good hitting.
Now a chance for Tyrone Taylor with 2 aboard and nobody out. Taylor struck out his first time, and he takes a fastball for a strike on the outer edge. Nimmo at second, Alonso at first. And Taylor takes fastball down. Ball and a strike. DJ Hers facing the Mets for the third time. Made his debut against them, gave up 4 runs in 4 innings in June, but then pitched a much better game against the Mets. 1 run over 5 2/3 in July. There's that good changeup. That's his bread and butter. 1 and 2.
That's the best one he's thrown. At the baby face of a 23-year-old.
He stole his face from Jesse Plemons. Let's be honest. Landry, you know. Friday Night Lights. That's lined toward right center field. Cutting across is Young. He won't get there. It goes up the gap. Cut off on the warning track. Nimmo to third. He's got Alonso on his heels. Nimmo will score. Alonso stops at third. Nimmo's safe at the plate. An RBI double for Tyrone Taylor. And the Mets go in front 1-0.
They're going to challenge this. It was very close. Brandon does not. He tags up here. He goes back to the bag.
Yeah, he didn't read that well at all.
Just a bad read. He should have been scored easily. It's a perfect relay throw.
Just got his hand in there, and no challenge.
Oh,
got the hand in before the tag on the helmet.
Or did he get the hand? We'll see. Are they going to challenge?
Nope.
Okay.
So Taylor comes through again. Tyrone continues to provide big hits for the Mets. He's now hit in 6 straight games. The Mets have the lead, and now second and third and nobody out for Vientos. The infield comes in.
That ball was the ball that Taylor hit. We're going to show you the runners. Pete's the back runner. He's got to get to second base. A good read. Okay, on your horse. Now he looks and goes, what is Brandon doing here? A good third base coach.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard for the third base coach. You got the 2 guys coming at you.
Mike Sarbaugh is a terrific third base coach. He had 2 runners, like 2 runaway trains. Able to send Nimmo and then hold up Pete.
Vientos takes outside. Now, what was Nimmo thinking here?
Well, the ball's in the gap. Now I don't know why he's going back. It's just a bad read.
I mean, there was no way that Young was going to catch that ball.
Brandon's a very good base runner. Very seldom he makes a mistake.
But he was able to overcome that mistake with the head first slide and give the Mets the lead. Now Vientos chases one, and it's 1-2. Mark was thrown out by Vargas at third base his first time up, trying to snap an 0 for 15 stretch. Did have a sacrifice fly in the game yesterday. And he drives this one to the center field for a base hit. Alonso will score. Taylor being waved around. He will score. Mark Vientos breaks his slump, drives in 2, 3-0 New York.
Fastball right down the middle, above the belt, and Vientos is a good belt high hitter. He stays level on the high pitch. Doesn't try to lift. That is right on it. A little bit of a late read from Taylor, but speed makes up for everything.
Ball was hit far enough to Young's right that there was no trouble scoring Taylor from second, even with that hesitation. Jim Hickey, the Nats pitching coach, out to talk to Hers, who issued a leadoff walk to Nimmo, and now 3 straight hits produced 3 runs. That's a big hit for Vientos. He had been 3 for 39 and 0 for his last 15 before that base hit to drive in a pair. Gives him 65 RBIs for the year.
A second time through the order, the Mets have taken their measure of Hers.
Still nobody out. Here's Alvarez, who had a base hit into left his first time up. And he takes a fastball up high for ball 1. Nats bullpen is still quiet. Alvarez swings over the top of the slider, and it's 1-1.
The throw here is to the first base side of home plate. If it's to the third base side of home plate, Nimmo's going to be out. That was the difference right there.
If Millis had gotten the hand, he would have been out, but he didn't tag him until he got him up on the helmet. First thought he had him, didn't get the call. Perez fouls back that high changeup, and it's 1-2. One of the few changeups that Hers has left up in this game. That's with a walk and 3 straight hits. Hers still searching for an out. Grounded foul. 21 pitches deep now into this inning, and still nobody retired.
I think he needs to work on a better slider, a better breaking ball. Gary, he's got a straight fastball. He needs to get more of a down slider.
And Alvarez strikes out on the changeup, and Hers has the first out of the inning, his 5th strikeout.
there's the Vulcan.
You know, Spock was only half Vulcan.
I understand.
Half human.
He was Vulcan on his father's side.
Every once in a while, his human side would come out.
Paternal Vulcan.
Harrison Bader popped up his first time up. Vientos at first with 1 out. And Bader takes changeup down. 2 balls and no strikes. What's interesting about Hurst's changeup is it really varies the speed on it. It's been anywhere from 82 to 88. You guys don't have that big a variance on their changeup. Fastball misses low and in, and now it's 3-0.
Boy, they've really made him work this inning. Up to 73 pitches.
So Bader's inclined to swing 3-0. He takes it up and away for ball 4.
That might be a sign of him getting a little gassed here.
Second walk of the inning. Jim Hickey has already made a visit to the mound. There's nobody throwing as yet, but it looks like that's about to change. Phone appears to be ringing.
You know, you got the 3 teams in the wild card run. Well, actually, the four teams. You know, Arizona lost 2 in Colorado. Braves lost 2 in Cincinnati. Mets are taking care of business here.
There's Acuna, and he takes up and away for ball 1. Yeah, I mean, people look at strength of schedule. Still got to play the games. Everybody's trying to win, even if the teams that aren't very good. I mean, look at the Braves. It's a perfect case in point. They went 5-8 against the Nats this year. They lost a series to the White Sox, and now they're having trouble with the Reds.
Well, you know, and the Mets had the only bump they had really was in Philadelphia, a quality team, and they had 2 hard-fought losses right there. They played them tough. But the Mets have been taking series from the teams that they should.
I mean, earlier in the season, the Mets had a lot of trouble with the Marlins. I think they went 7-6 against Miami. It's Jacob Barnes up in the bullpen for the Nats.
It's almost a given over the history of the Marlins with the Mets.
2-2 to Acuna, chasing a high fastball. That's how he was struck out his first time up.
Right. So he likes to swing the bat, and he's going to have to lay off that high pitch. He's still getting settled in. He's not settled in. He looks comfortable, but I guarantee you, he's got some nerves in there as well when you're just getting started and you're playing a stretch run to boot.
And he pulls one on the ground past Abrams, base hit. Around third comes Vientos. He heads for the plate. Wood's throw is cut off. Luis Angel Acuna drives in a run. And it's 4-0 New York.
Well.
First 2 RBIs last night, and now Acuna adds a third.
That's stringing together hits.
He stays nice and level. That swing looks a lot like his brother,
doesn't it? So now Iglesias, the 8th man up in the inning. He's flied out and struck out tonight. Still only 1 out. And Iglesias takes a changeup for a strike. .396 with runners in scoring position this year. .395 against left-handers. Just an amazing accomplishment. 0-2 to Jose.
Well, there's the base hit right there. Just couldn't get to it.
See Abrams bracing himself on that left arm, that left shoulder that has been bothering him. Bader at second, Acuna at first, the 0-2 to Iglesias, and he's able to lay off that changeup. It's 1-2.
Okay, he swung at the high fastball prior, and now he comes into the strike zone. This has a changeup too much of the middle and up.
Iglesias Iglesias lofts one toward the right field line. Cruz coming over, and he can't get it. It's a fair ball. Racing for second, Acuna gets there safely, and the bases are loaded. A blue pit for Iglesias, who now has a 12-game hitting streak. Well, Cruz has gotten to everything in this series, but he couldn't quite get to that one as it landed along the right field line.
And that's going to be it. When it rains, it pours.
Davey Martinez will have to pull his starter after 3 1/3. Mets have put up 4 runs, and they've got the bases loaded. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Nissan. Jacob Barnes was the losing pitcher in the opening game of this series on Monday night. Gave up the game-winning hit to starting Marte in the 10th, and it's Marte whom he comes in to face with the bases loaded and 1 out in the 4th inning. Mets already have 4 runs home in the inning. Marte has walked and struck out. Chance to blow the doors off this game. Bader at third, Acuna at second, Iglesias at first. And Marte takes the first fastball low and away for ball 1. Marte is the 9th man up in the inning. Brandon Nimmo, who led off the inning with a walk, is now on deck.
I always liked it hitting in this situation here. A pitcher coming in cold, men on base.
Bet you Bader doesn't try to steal home. Infield back looking for the double play. Marte not easy to double up. Speed all the way around. And
Marte lines one into right for a base hit. That'll bring home Bader. Acuna being waved around third. He heads for the plate. The throw skips in too late. Marte drives in a pair. It's 6-0 New York. Now Marte against Barnes on Monday night pulled his base hit to left. This time he takes one the other way to drive in 2 runs, and the Mets are having a field day here in the 4th.
And doing what they should do in the stretch here, beating up on these second division teams. Oh, just a hanging slider up in the strike zone and not trying to do too much. Not trying to hit the grand slam. Acuna had to hold there briefly, but speed. Boy, the Mets are on a roll here, Garrett.
Well, now they've batted around. Brandon Nimmo led off the inning with a walk. There's still only 1 out.
And Nimmo drives one to deep right center field. Cruz goes back, and it's out of here. Brandon Nimmo puts the hammer down. A 9-run inning for New York. 20th home run of the year for Nimmo. A 3-run shot. Biggest inning of the year for New York. 9-0.
20th home run on the season for Brandon. 81 RBI.
Mets' biggest inning had been a 7-run inning against the Braves back in July. They put up a 9 spot here in the 4th and still only 1 out. And now Alonso takes a slider for a strike. This inning began with the game scoreless. Not scoreless anymore. 0-2 to Alonso, who had a base hit earlier in this inning. It's like a party now. Slider misses away 1-2. The Braves just added 2 runs in the 7th. Gio Urshela drove them in. It's now 4-1 Atlanta, leading in Cincinnati going to the 8th. 1-2, and he struck him out with a slider. So Barnes gets the 2nd out of the inning.
First pitch fastball. Right down the pipe, belt high. Bomb.
Last time the Mets scored as many as 9 runs in an inning, you got to go back to 2021 against the Pirates. They had a 10-run inning that day. That'll do. Tyrone Taylor takes a strike. Taylor's RBI double drove in the first run of this game. Nimmo just barely beat the play at home plate, and everything has rolled in the Mets' favor since. DJ Hurst charged with 7 of the 9 runs. Jacob Barnes the last 2. Taylor takes outside, a ball and a strike. That Mets home run means City will donate $2,000 to No Kid Hungry to help the 1 in 5 kids in America facing hunger right now. Mets went 6 for 6 with runners in scoring position in this inning.
Well, they've been teeing off on the national pitching.
Well, they didn't tee off the first night, but well, they've made up for it the last 2.
Certainly have.
10 runs last night on 14 hits. 9 runs on 8 hits tonight. Number 9. Wakawa. Bose. Outside, it's 2-2. That's number 9 Dream.
What's that? I heard what you said, but I missed it.
It's okay.
It went over my head.
Some people heard. And Taylor strikes out to end the inning, but what an inning for the Mets. 12 men came to bat, 9 of them scored, and the Mets put a hurt on the Nationals, 9-0 as we go to the 5th.